everybody, I want to welcome you back to another episode of Divine Intel with Benny Wilson. Also joining Benny today is Pastor Karen McCoy. I'm your co-host, Chella Marie, in regards to some world news. The State Bank of Vietnam set their daily reference exchange rate to 23,192 Vietnamese dong compared to the $1 United States. According to vnexplorer.net, on November 13th, the Vietnamese dong was up $5 prior to the previous day, showing that the rate is extremely stable.
System constructed for failure. It's a sinking ship being manned by drunken sailors. An escape artist behind the bars of a jailer. An asthmatic attack and they withhold the inhaler. If the shoe doesn't fit, what good is a tailor? In the midst of this crisis, please cancel the gala. Without a symphony, there's no need for a prelude to foreshadow what's to come. See, the secret committees commence with their meetings to make red tape in response to simple questions. Questions threaten the perception of a beneficial system, a pyramid scheme with its cogs and its pistons. Mechanization of man, making more and more live in a miserable existence. How can so few claim so many victims? And this begs the question. My arrest is a weapon against the oppression of man's obsession to control things. Look at the long line of make-believe kings, and the Lord of the Flies wants you to kiss his ring. Follow new rules with invisible strings and become a puppet in a diabolical scheme. How do good men become a part of the regime? They don't believe in resistance. Lesson number one, overcome every fear of regret and confusion. It's all an illusion, delusion, sent to disconnect the holy fusion of the spirit and the flesh. Every mortal breath's meant to bring forth fire, but only when the fear of death gets consumed on the funeral pyre. So let the flames rise higher, and let every man be considered a liar. If he doubts the goodness and faithfulness of God, itching ears will compulsively nod in approval when unbelief is taught in all our temples and schools. But God can restrain the madness of a fool. Bring his truth through the mouth of a mule, and you can move a mountain without any tools. It just takes the faith of a little seed to make a way through what might seem to be impossibility. And the ability will match the occasion. The outcome will defy explanation. The liberation
Welcome to Divine Intel. And yes, remember that all of you guys are the resistance. Yes. Right, Karen?
Exactly, Ben.
All of you guys are the resistance. And we just heard the news from Chela about the Vietnamese dong is getting a lot of stable. And according to what I know, many currencies that devalue will stay devalue, and some of them will revalue. And will still devalue for those who we're expecting to revalue, will still devalue, and then all of a sudden, boom, they're gonna revalue. Okay? So just because the Vietnamese dong, it looks very stable, doesn't mean that it will not change in value. What you're looking at right now is my new operational system called Big Sur from Apple. And I told you, and I posted it in Facebook and Twitter, that I was going to tell you things that you don't know about this operational system. For those who has Apple or Mac. Do you have Mac?
No, I don't. I'm PC.
Oh, my goodness. How dare you?
What can I say?
Oh, Jesus. Forgive this woman.
Yes, absolutely.
Anyway, guys, I'm just gonna give you some tips. All right. So this part right here is the control. This is a new thing. You know, I can control the way the brightness of the display. There's a lot of good things that come out with this new upgrade. On the right here on the launch pad, it just changed completely. Safari looks completely different, and there are many things that looks different. It looks very clean, very bright. I like it a lot, but that's not the point. The point is that this operational system was designed to support a chip. Please pay attention to this. The chip that's supposed to be supporting this operational system is called M1. M as in Mary and number 1. M1 is the most faster processor UPC in the world. It is a nanotechnology, and it's called nanotechnology because it's designed to be very little. It is the most advanced nanotechnology so far. But my point is not to promote the product of Apple. My point is this. In the process to go for artificial intelligence, right?
Yes.
They need to come out with nanotechnology. It's a process, people. Mm-hmm. So this new operational system, by the way, in my computer, I got a Mac Pro, iMac Pro. I don't have that chip, okay?
Okay.
I don't have that chip on this one. But, you know, it's compatible for hardware that doesn't have the chip, but it actually was designed for the hardware that has that chip, okay?
Yes.
So this chip, what they haven't tell you is that it's capable to learn from you. It means it's going to record you. Now, whether this chip will transfer that data to the servers in Apple, we don't know yet. But I will not be surprised that they actually come out and they send the data to other venues. Why am I saying this? Am I saying not to get that computer? I'm not telling you that. What I'm trying to tell you is that before we go to quantum computing, they need to learn our habits. They need to learn what we do in order for them to come up with the perfect design for the new financial system. Do you guys understand that? Yes or no?
Absolutely. So you're basically saying they're going to watch what we search, what we open, what we
what we do
on.
And how we do it and how often we do it. Yep. And they're going to come out with different versions of M1. There will be N1 plus, probably N1.2, N1.3. I've been told that they're probably going to upgrade it up to M7.
Wow.
Okay, but it's going to be a process. And then all of a sudden, before you know it, we already in the quantum computing system. Mm-hmm. N1 also has been designed to support blockchain technology. Mm. Okay, so later on, they will tell you why. They need some a little upgrades in M1 right now, which they do. A little plugins here, plugins there, a little bit of firmware updating, but eventually we all gonna go, before you guys know it, we already be in the new paradigm for computing. Mm. So it is a very fast operational system, but like I said, you need to separate what is an operational system and the chip. Mm. A chip is what actually does the miracles, all the wonders, and yes, all the evil. Mm-hmm. But the operational system itself is harmless. Now, this operational system, Big Sur, was named like that because it is basically the pinnacle of the new paradigm in computing. That's why they call him Big Sur. It has been designed. They actually took like 30 years to design this system. Wow. So I want you guys to just remember that, okay? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. That how this system, as a matter of fact, the elites already had this system a long time ago. I remember when I told you that I have a chip in my cell phone to track people, not to listen to my conversations. Mm-hmm. I have used it most of the time. I use it with when I do my business, or when I call with you, I talk to you on the phone or Chela, and sometimes they notice that my voice goes a little bit, how can I say it, lower, right? Mm-hmm. That's when the chip react and people are actually trying to listen to me. Oh. Yeah, so they are, that chip guarantees that nobody will listen to my conversation, not even the servers, okay? Mm-hmm. So that's how advanced the elites have the technology. So technology will be the number one thing that most of the new millennials will have to worry about it, okay? Because let's face it, not the people on between 40 to 60 or 70 years old, they're not into technology like I am, okay? Mm-hmm. And it's very hard for people in our age, between 40 or 35 and 60, let me make it 35. It's very hard for them to understand, unless they actually have gone through a school, how complex it is and how these operational systems will actually start to grasp more control over you as time goes by. Mm-hmm, but not everything gonna look so dark, if you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. There will be some independent operational system, open sources that people will actually start adopting instead of coming with big companies, okay? So there will be some open sources, secure enough for people not to be listening to, not to be controlled in other servers. Got it? Hello?
Yes.
Yeah. Did you fall asleep?
No, I just said that's good.
Okay, good. All right. So this is what I was trying to tell you guys. All right. So now let's go to the other part of the show. All right. So now we're back for your intel. Before we give you the intel, this show is not going to be like intel. It's going to be divine intel. We're going to be talking about God. And we're also going to address some issues right now. Because these issues that I'm getting right now in my chat rooms are the same issues that the whole world, the whole nation is having in part of the world. Mm-hmm. Let's just address this natural news. Biden's COVID-19 task force will withhold food stamps to those who refuse the vaccine. With Joe Biden now thinking he has won the rigged election, we're seeing the real plans of the Democrats rolling out. One of those plans is to force blacks, minorities, and low-income people to starve to death or become homeless if they refuse to accept the mandatory coronavirus vaccine. In fact, a document has now emerged authored by one of the Joe Biden's top COVID task force members that lays out a horrific Orwellian future for America where groceries stores, churches, and senior centers all turn into mandatory vaccine compliance centers. You won't even be able to shop at the grocery store without taking a vaccine.
Wow, 666, Ben.
666, people.
Yep.
I know
There you
many
go.
of you, not many, but some of you are liberals. I don't have nothing against liberals. I got somebody in my chat room who is a liberal. He believes that if Joe Biden is in place as a president, God will use him. Right?
Okay.
Is he right?
He is
Well,
probably
he could
not
be right.
at all, Ben.
No, let's talk about this. All right, he could be right, and you know why he could be right?
Okay.
Because God can use anybody he wants.
Well, God uses the negative to wake up
Yes.
the church.
Yes.
To wake up people.
Yeah. But
When doing war, doing
Yeah.
lack, people wake up to prayer. They wake up to what God is doing, and they're shaken awake. So
yes,
sure, God
they're shaking
can
away.
use him.
Exactly. I'm be biased just to even think about it that this guy actually going to end up as a president. Because I know how evil this guy is. He's a fake Catholic, and he's a hypocrite. He's a big liar, and he's a criminal.
And it's also what's behind him, isn't it, Ben?
Yes, is what behind it. So
yeah, exactly. Well, he's just
he's
the
not
puppet.
a
I mean,
nice
there's a
guy,
lot behind
people.
him.
Yes, he's not a nice guy, people. And let me just tell you something about cabal choices when they select somebody. Remember how beautiful Obama used to look when he started as a president? He had this charisma, his beautiful smile, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Not bad, not bad.
He looked really
it's
handsome.
charisma,
He's a
right?
tall, slim guy. He loves to play basketball.
Yeah.
He
Gets
actually,
voted for how
many
handsome he is.
women, many women, there was even an idiot up there who used to call the Obama girl. Everybody wanted to make love with this guy. Everybody adored this guy.
Really?
But what happened? You see, that's the reason when the God says that even the devil is a beautiful angel.
Oh, he's beautiful.
Okay? And that's how people have been deceived. Take a look at Joe Biden's smile. He has a very beautiful smile. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
He has a very beautiful smile. But you see, that's the reason why many Christians, even liberal Christians, are going to fall for it. They do not learn from their past, so therefore, they are condemned to repeat it in the present.
Ben, they are programmed with their emotions.
Yes.
And who programs them? The television.
If you pay attention, guys, in the media, they are saying openly that anybody who believes that this election had been rigged is pure conspiracy theory, isn't it?
I've heard that.
I had a special report that I talk about conspiracy theory, didn't I?
Yep, you did.
I said that they're going to bring real conspiracy theories to become true, and some will remain conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
Didn't I say that? Yes or no? And
Separation
now
of
the
truth and lies,
establishment is coming out with conspiracy theories that there is no evidence that this election was rigged. See that?
Of course.
So-
Doubt. They're seeding doubt. Those are
so
seeds, Ben.
I have been able to sit down with many people, liberal and non-liberal, to talk about the situation. So I asked them politely. I said, I want you to please answer my question. What do you believe? Do you believe what the media tells you, or do you have control of what you believe? And both of them said, why would the media lie?
Oh my goodness.
Yes. They say, why would the media lie? To brainwash you.
Where have they been living?
Yes, to brainwash you. Who decides who's the asshole here? The media. Who decides who's the liar here? The media. Who decides who's the angel here? The media. Who decides who's the chosen one here? The media.
So
I have said it all the time.
Is the media higher than God, Ben?
No, of course not.
Of course not.
But that's what I've been saying all the time, that the media, the machine, the media, Hollywood, the politicians, celebrities, and the media, news network, TV, radio, all of them have the force, has the potential, has the control to brainwash people. Whatever they say, that's what it is.
They speak it into their minds.
Yes, and that's why you look at the TV, and immediately you adopt their thinking.
Because people are looking for truth.
Yes,
Ben.
and
they're
right
looking
now,
for truth, and when they see, that must be the truth.
It's been 4 years, people. It's been 4 years of Donald Trump presidency. Up to right now, and I'm not joking about it, I have not found one liberal telling me why he hates so much Donald Trump. They all said he's racist. And when I come and I say, can you please prove me that he's racist? They cannot come out with one reason.
They've been programmed.
Do you see? If you cannot come out with one reason why you believe he's racist, you've been programmed, people.
Yep.
Simple as that.
Yeah, I meet them all the time.
Guess who's racist? Joe Biden.
Oh, yeah.
Joe Biden is racist. Now you ask me, Karen, why do I believe he's racist? Ask me, please.
Why do you believe that, Ben?
I believe he's racist because of his background.
Okay.
I believe he's racist because when somebody who is white come out and tell you, if you have a problem voting between me and Donald Trump, you're not black. Who is this white guy have the right to tell somebody else what a black needs to be decided to vote for? It's like me. Benny, if you have a problem voting for me or Donald Trump, you're not Latino. I would have come out and tell him, listen, you piece of shit. What make you think that you can decide whether I am Latino or not? What make you go and think that you have gone through the same struggle as a minority? What do you make it so good for you to decide whether I have to decide based on my race, based on the color of my skin? That comes only from people who is racist. And the worst type of racist is the one who tells you that he's in your side but doesn't care about you. It's the hidden racist. And I've been saying all the time that the worst type of racist is the one who hidden his agenda.
Yeah, they keep you close to,
yes,
but they have an agenda, Ben. And you know what? It's interesting, too. He's brought Kamala Harris really to hide his agenda.
Yes.
And, of course, we know she is the real driving force that we are watching, right?
Yeah. Now, another thing is about Kamala Harris. I'm sorry, people. I might be completely wrong, but I grew up with black people. I grew up in South Central in Los Angeles, California, when I was basically a little kid. I grew up with black people all the time. Sometimes even people say, man, you speak like black. Yeah, because I grew up with them. And I know the difference between a black guy, an African American, a Creole, and a false black.
Okay.
Do you understand that?
Yeah, I know.
The black community never believed that Obama was black.
Exactly.
Because
They never
his
did.
mother is white people. And the only reason why they put him, they select him to put him in the White House was because he came from a white woman. Right
Wow.
now, we have not had a black president. Actually, we did have a black president a long time ago, and he was father and mother black president. That's the only one. But after him, we have not had a 100% black president. You may disagree with me, but that's facts. And facts don't care about your feelings.
There you go.
Okay? So, it's like me saying, man, why are you voting for Biden? You're not black. Who is me?
crazy.
I'm a minority. Who is me to decide whether you're black or not? I'm nobody. So when I don't call people that you're not black, then I committed something that is improper. And why would I commit something that is improper when I don't care about black people? Biden don't care about you. He has never cared about blacks, Latinos, and minorities in general. Because the Democratic agenda is to manipulate your brain, manipulate you with false promises, and they will never come out and give you what you want.
Yeah. And basically what you're saying, he's not sharing the truth because he's hidden it, Ben. He's hiding it,
Exactly.
right? In order to, it's his agenda, right?
It's his agenda.
their agenda. Yep. No
You know-
matter what it takes.
That's how they do it. That's how they do it. You know, and the reason why the elections in the United States are easily to rig, please pay attention to this, is because nobody tried to fix it. I said that when I went to vote, nobody asked me for my ID. Nobody.
That is scary.
Nobody asked, and I complained. I said, why are you not asking for ID? Immediately when I said that, the security guard came out to me, do you have any problem? I look at him and say, yes, I have a parking problem. Why you guys are not accepting IDs? Why you guys are not requesting IDs? Then the lady said, well, we don't need that, sir. Well, all you need is your name. You need to request IDs.
Exactly.
Anybody can register without being American citizen. Anybody.
You need to prove
I
it
got
too. I
friends
could
who
walk
are
up
illegal
use
and
your
they're
name.
voting. Are you listening? I got friends who are illegal and they are voting.
Of course.
Do you really think they're going to vote for Donald Trump by putting a big ass wall?
Of course not.
There you go. But until this is fixed, we're not going to have democracy in this country. And people will lose the hope in the system. Right now, the system is going through a possible reset. Are you guys listening? The system is going through a possible reset. I got somebody who remind me about the prophetic word of King Clement, where he said that the United States will never be corrupt again. Yes.
Yeah.
The United States will never be corrupt again, but we need to be patient.
Okay.
We need to be careful what we do right now. Let me just explain something to you.
Okay.
I'm going through really rough time in all my chat rooms. Everybody's depressed. Especially in one chat room that I did not expect this reaction. I'm talking about my church and leaders chat room. All of them are ministers. I have come out with people telling me, Ben, why don't you kick this guy out? My minister, my brother in Christ, he's liberal. And I said, why do you want me to kick him out? He said, well, because, he's coming with debating with everybody. Debating is not fighting people.
Yeah. Just saying your opinion.
Okay? Debating is exactly the problem we're having right now. We're having a big problem in society. The easily offended.
Yes.
The easily offended generation needs to stop. Just because you and all of you who are watching my show disagree with me, that doesn't mean that you are my enemy. You know what it means? That you are thinking for yourself. That's what it means.
Yep. And you have the right to your own opinion.
You have your right to your own opinion. Why should I be offended?
But
Why?
you have the right to yours too, Ben.
If you only knew how many people I have to debate every day, you'd be shocked. I've been known over the internet that I'm very bold. I tell people the truth, my truth, and I tell it in their faces without caring their feelings. When they get offended, the number one rule of debate is that you lose. As long as you're not getting offended and take what the other people says, that makes you a smart person. Because you sustain and you're staying on your grounds.
Yeah.
But this thing goes beyond that. You see, the devil, the spirit of deception is taking control of my people. Are you guys listening to this?
Oh, yes. That's good, Ben.
The devil, the enemy, is taking control of my people.
Through their emotions.
Through their emotions.
Yep.
They triggering my people. These are beautiful people. People who love the Lord. Non-liberals and liberals. I have not kicked this guy out. I honor him, and I'm not going to kick him out because I'm not going to contradict myself when I said that the Lord told me, do not attack my anointing, even if you believe they are false. So I honored my Lord. The same day on my last show, I mentioned that there were two prophets that are false prophets. Did I mention their names?
No, you didn't, Ben.
And why?
Because that's not what you're all about. So
Exactly.
You don't target them.
It's not for me to mention their names. It's for you to bring discernment.
Yes, exactly.
Because I'm not going to put my own opinion on you. I'm just going to express it to you. I'm just going to give you what you need to know. I'm not going to give you what you want to know.
Yeah, otherwise they're just puppets following you.
Yes.
They need to learn to think.
You know?
And discern, right? And rightly discern.
Yeah, my opinion is this. God cannot chose Joe Biden, because he supports killing children, killing babies. Number one. Number two, he's a liar. Okay? And number three, he's a puppet.
Yeah.
If he's going to be controlled by the cabal, it means that he will not be controlled by the voice of the Lord.
And there's a fourth one, Ben. He's not God's choice.
Exactly. Now, I'm going to show you right now a prophet. And this prophet is from Africa. And this is what it's all about, the show. I'm going to bring this word. If you have not seen his video, I'm going to put the link underneath the description box. His name is Prophet Angel. Herbal Angel, I believe.
Yep.
And I'm going to let you know my opinion about his prophecy. Okay?
From Africa. Yep.
We are going to just grab some things of the prophets, because the prophecy, like I said before, is a mystery, people. It's a mystery.
It's a lot of maturity, Ben, to
yeah, we need to have the maturity to debate without getting offended.
Yeah.
And go on.
Yeah.
If we do not start the new generation of thinkers, what's going to be the future for our country?
Maturity, Ben, leaves the emotion out of it, leaves the doubt or the fear out of it, but learns to weigh what is being said, learns to look at the broader picture, and then slowly, over time, it's a process, bring it all together, and then make an educated decision or wait for God to reveal.
Yes. So let's go right now to see the prophet. Okay, so we're back, and now this is the interview to Prophet Urber Angel from Africa. I don't know what country he's from. I'm sorry. I know very little where he's from. And
he's pretty major, Ben. He has churches all over the world.
Oh.
He's very well known. A lot of people have never heard of him before, but he's a very powerful Christian.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to see, I find him very humble.
Yep.
And very balanced.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Been anointed.
Mm-hmm.
All right, but what I'm about to tell you, it may upset many people. Okay? Once again, we just talk about debate, right?
Exactly. We're presenting some truth.
All right. Don't get offended by my opinion, people. It's my opinion. I have the right to make my opinion. You have the right to disagree and agree, right?
Well, this knowledge has come out, Ben, and I've been trying to weigh it before the Lord too, and we need to take it to the Lord because he says some very mature and what I can say scripturally balanced prophetic things that we really need to take into account.
Yes. So let me explain what he said. Have you seen the whole video, the whole interview?
Yes, I have.
All right. So basically, this is what it is. Supposedly, and I said supposedly because I just found out that he did the prophecy. He was the only one saying that Donald Trump was supposed to be in 2 terms.
Yes, that he's God's
choice. The first term was a guarantee, and the second term was conditional.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I remember when King Clement said about the second term. Let me explain to you what I do remember. I probably don't remember the whole thing, but I do remember this. When he was saying about Donald Trump, and when he said about 2 terms, he took a moment and then said 2 terms.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It means that it was not guaranteed. Okay? Because the moment that he said 2 terms, it called my attention way before all this madness is coming. It called my attention that in my heart there was going to be problems.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember you told me.
Okay. Oh, you remember, right?
I do.
All right. Mm-hmm. There you go. So the second condition was this, very simple. What he said, my people, he said that God gave Donald Trump to the church. Right?
Yes.
But exactly. Now he says it was conditionally because the church refused him.
Exactly.
Now, what church? Guys, what I'm about to tell you is going to make you angry. I'm not trying to make you angry. Please, I'm asking you to have an open mind. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to offend your beliefs, and I'm not trying to offend your religion. You see, the Lord, when he gives a prophecy, is a mystery, and so is his agenda. So is the real message behind it. Everything is a mystery. Can we agree with that, Karen?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
So he said, and the church refused him. Now, we all know that there are 46,000 denominations of Protestant churches.
Mm-hmm.
There is not one church. There are 46,000. Didn't I mention that the Vatican was hijacked by the cabal, yes or no?
Yes, Ben, we remember.
Could God, through this prophetic man, this man who is a Protestant, be telling him in another ways that church, the only one church, the Catholic Church, had refused him? I believe so. Mm-hmm. You see, guys, facts these are the facts that I'm going to bring to you. When Joe Biden started giving all these campaign ads, one of the most famous campaign ads was when he was in front of the Pope. And the Pope was giving his blessing. And he was on his knees. Because this man is such a hypocrite. He will get on his knees for everything. And that's what he is, because he's been a politician for more than 47 years.
They create an image.
Yes, it's an image. It's a fake image, just like his religion. He's a fake Catholic.
Like they'll take babies and hold
exactly,
babies.
you know?
Yeah.
So the Pope never disagreed with him. And so far, the Vatican has not announced to say to Biden in the campaign, can you please stop using my church for your benefits? He never did. So I told you that the Catholic Church, whether you like it or not, they have a big power over all the world and influence over a lot of people. Whether you like it or not.
A lot of powerful people too.
Okay? We are 1.7 billion Catholics.
Yep.
1.7 billion Catholics. We're the majority of Christians.
Yep.
Okay? And we understand that the Vatican has been kidnapped, unless the big majority of us, we are with Catholics for Trump. Didn't I mention that for the first time there was a Catholic movement to try to get Donald Trump elected, yes or no?
Yes, you did, Ben.
Didn't I mention that it was divided already, the Catholic Church, because there were Catholics for Biden and Catholics for Trump, yes or no?
Yes, you did.
Why? Because just as the same way I have said it, and I'm not trying to offend anybody, but there are liberal Christians and there are conservative Christians. Liberal Christians don't mind that the agenda of homosexuals is being implemented. They don't mind they're killing babies. They say, well, whatever the man does, that's his business, and I just want to be right with the Lord. That's the mentality.
People misinterpret what freedom really is.
Exactly. So
it's not freedom from God's laws.
Exactly. So that's the reason why I agree with him. I agree with them because the church has refused Donald Trump. And let me just tell you something. That's the reason, and I told Karen that, and Karen was shocked when I told her this.
Yep.
That is the reason Mark Taylor said that God was going to divide the Catholic Church in two.
Yes.
Divide them, and he was going to reveal all the corruption in the Vatican. That's the prophecy of another Protestant prophet. His name is Mark Taylor. I've been following his prophecy. It already is happening right now.
It's happening now.
It's
Ben.
happening right now. The Catholic Church has been divided already, for you guys to know. Do you know how? We got two popes. It's divided.
Yep.
We got people who believe that Pope Francis, the real pope, and people who believe that Benedict is the real pope.
Exactly.
So we already divided.
And we're seeing strong voices rise up and exposing, what the Pope is doing. The Pope Francis.
I've been posting church militant videos on Twitter and Facebook.
Yep.
I invite you to watch it. Watch it because that's the resistance in the Catholic Church.
They're doing a good job.
We are resisting and we are demanding and we are protesting that the Vatican must purge all the corruption, all the pedophilia, all the homosexuals that the clerical has taken over. And is damaging the church.
Yeah, there's a lot of false doctrine coming in now.
Exactly. So that's what I'm talking about false prophets, false teachers, and false gospel.
And Ben, the split in the Catholic Church is not a bad thing. It's not.
It's not.
See, people hear that and they
Yes,
think, oh,
they
the
think,
Catholic
oh,
Church is
good,
going
you know
down.
that.
It's being
it's going to be
reborn.
destroyed. I'm sorry, people. I'm sorry to give you this bad news. The enemy have been trying to destroy the Catholic Church for more than 2,000 years, and it has not happened and will not happen. And why? Because Jesus himself promised when he gave the church to Peter, and he said, and the gates of hell will not prevail on my church. Mm-hmm. And right now, we're not done. We're not being destroyed, people.
You know, Ben, I find it very interesting the way this prophet angel explains how he heard the voice of God, because throughout Scripture, God gives conditions. Like, for instance, it says, if you humble yourself and pray and seek my face, I will heal your land. So there's that if is a condition. That means we have an action to take. Throughout Scripture, there is action after action after action. He's demanding a change in the heart or a response from the people. And if the people don't respond, the outcome that God wanted doesn't take place. And then what happens? There's a shaking, because God is trying to draw his church, his true church, his true people to him to overcome the plans of the enemy. But the church, of course, we know, is asleep. And they don't see, or they see and discern incorrectly. You know, it's interesting. I find a lot of people attacking the prophets have not only no discernment, they're going out of their emotions or their religious what I call religion, and they themselves are not prophesying. If you have a problem, what is God saying to you? What can you prophesy? What is coming out of your voice? What truth is the Holy Spirit showing you, instead of just attacking and pulling down what God is saying?
Listen, guys, let me tell you something about this message, about this prophet message. It's very simple. Didn't the prophetic word of King Clement talking about grave surrender?
Yes, he did.
We've been trying to find out where the grave surrender going to happen. From who? From where? Right?
Yeah, that's good, Ben.
Could that grave surrender come from all Christians?
Exactly.
I just saying, look, I was attacked on my last video from some people saying that I'm contradict myself because I've been saying about the grave surrendering, because people don't pay attention. I've been saying it all the time. We don't know where the grave surrender will come from. And they're still attacking me. Nobody knows where the grave surrender will come from. Because it's a mystery, people. And I truly believe that let's just say that we might have to surrender. Why not? Mm-hmm. We need to unite, people. We are disunited. We are divided. I'm a Catholic. And I'm with you guys. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Stop hating me for being Catholic. If you have been brought up to hate us because you believe that we are the false religion, because you believe that we are the pagans, it's up to you. I'm not telling you you are the pagan. I'm not telling you are the false church. I'm just telling you, I love you. Regardless if you don't believe in me or my Catholic church. And why I love you? Because God told me to love everybody. That's the command. That's the command of God, right?
Yeah.
God
exactly.
God told us, love each other. Love one to another. Just like I love you.
But love isn't easy sometimes, Ben. We
It's
think
not.
everything should be easy and beautiful and charming, but love sometimes it takes sacrifice.
Let me just tell
It
you what
takes
I did.
laying down sometimes our views or our
Let me tell you what
our
happened to me.
ideologies and,
Yes.
and listening and agreeing to disagree.
Yeah, let me tell you what happened to me. I don't want to take too much time because I'm about to give you some word from the Lord. I'm not a prophet, but the Lord has been talking to me a lot
Yep.
through my dreams. Okay. When I get colon cancer, as you all know, I end up with colon cancer. My family did not get together for over 40 years. And I know what the Lord chose me to have colon cancer. He allowed me to have colon cancer to unite us.
Yes, there you go.
And I have to forgive my older brother because my older brother has been the tyrant of my life. He has literally destroyed my childhood, not to mention my whole life. I have to come out and say, look, I don't care what happened in the past. I love you. I forgive you. Then my sister, who is in Canada, a woman that all the time has prevailed, not talking to anybody who disagree with her for years, I told her, I love you. And I give her a kiss. God put me into this path to make myself a better Christian and a better human being. Because I surrendered. I told the Lord when I was in the bed, I live on my life to you, my Lord. I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to ask you why me. When the Lord showed that, when the Lord saw me that I did not complain, that I did not bigger, He said, I'm not done with you. Just like that. I'm not done with you. So I knew that I was going to get better.
Yep.
And then I went through the whole process, and they thought I was a stage 3. There was other doctor that said that I was a stage 4. And I ended up with a stage 1. Meaning that I have 95% the chances that I will not get cancer again. 95%. And they still wanted me to go through chemotherapy just for them to say, oh, you're okay, you're not going to get cancer. No, I'm not a retard. I'm not going to expose. So far, nobody has convinced me that a toxic chemical will eventually cure me. Is a massacre. It's a crime. And people have actually accepted the fact that chemotherapy cure people. In the statistics shows something different.
Wow.
But that's what I'm talking about. You have been lied all your life. You have been lied all your life, people. Because even God says that my people is perishing because of lack of knowledge.
Yes, they are.
That's why I brought you Dr. Lamar. Okay? Some of you like him, some of you don't like him. That's
okay.
totally fine. But let's talk about the refusal of God. How many times that God has given you something and you refuse him? Many people, and I said many people, including Protestants, they say so much, I love my Lord, but do you really love him so much that you will do what he said? You won't. Because unless it is about your own way, you're not going to accept it. You're not going to accept it, people. You guys are not going to accept his will unless it is what you believe is the right thing. Isn't it?
That's true, Ben.
Isn't it?
That often happens.
Let me tell you something. What I'm about to tell you might offend you again. But my purpose is not to offend you. My purpose is to wake you up. In the Bible, Protestants are in the Bible. It's a scripture in the Bible where they say they love me, but they don't listen what I said. They don't do what I said. As you know, Joe Biden called himself Catholic. Did you know that one time he went to a church and the priest denied him the Eucharist?
Really?
He denied him.
Wow.
For those who don't know what is a Eucharist, is be taking the bread of the Lord. It's a ritual that we do where we believe is the bread, is the body of Christ, and we take it every day when we go to Mass. We drink his blood and we take his bread. That's what we believe, people. We take in his blood, his flesh every single day. So many persons don't like that. They consider that satanic. Just like I said before, it's in the Bible. It is in the Bible that those who do not take the blood and those who not take the flesh will not be in heaven with him. You can disagree with me. My intention is not to make you Catholic, but that's what we believe. We try to be surrendered with him. Many things that the Lord wants you in your life, in my life, in caring lives, you may think, well, the Lord doesn't like me because I'm going to be miserable. How do you know that? How do you know that the Lord will not make you go through this to make you a better person, a better Christian?
Exactly.
If you only surrender yourself to him and give to him yourself with faith, not with doubts, then you're going to see the beautiful miracle that the Lord will do to you. How do you know that I'm telling you a lie? How do you know that maybe I'm telling you the truth? This is what's happening right now in my chat rooms. My people is fighting to each other. Stop. Stop having doubts. Stop. I told you that your faith was going to be tested and you don't get it.
Yep. Stabilize yourself. Trust God.
This is the
Trust
real
him.
thing what I went through for 2 weeks, people. I have pain in my soul, in my heart, because I know the devil was going to go after us. And now you're getting it. Now everybody is having issues believing if a prophet is real or if it's false prophet. Now you're having doubts in your heart. Forget about the false prophets. I mentioned you two false prophets because whatever they come out with their mouth is to destroy people without giving you what I'm giving you. Discernment, and I'm not a prophet. That's my point. Stop the hate. Stop the division. We are losing the battle because the devil does exactly what he wants.
Divide and conquer.
That's the point of this show, people. The point of this show is not to confuse you because the devil is the god of confusion. The point of this show is to let you know to stand on your grounds and refuse the devil. Refuse the deception. Refuse what you know in deep inside of you is not for your own convenience and for your own agenda. Because we love our country. You love your country. And for those who are not even Americans, they're also afraid because if this man goes in place, no doubt about it, it's going to be the end of the world. Because this man is a puppet. He's the perfect puppet of the cabal. And that woman is the perfect mind. Is the perfect team for the devil.
Actually, this prophet says our focus should be on Kamala Harris, not on Biden. He actually says that. He prophesied that.
Yep.
It's very interesting then.
So whether he wins in court or not, I want you to believe in the perfect plan, in the brilliant plan.
Exactly.
Because the brilliant plan was prophesied by King Clement. His plan was so brilliant that it could just happen given by me. It could only have been given by me, said the Lord.
Yep.
The Lord told me today in the morning, the Lord said, I'm in control.
Mm-hmm.
Hear me today, he said. Hear me now. Hear me today. I'm in control.
Yep.
That's what the Lord told me.
That's good, Ben.
Okay? I'm in control. And many of you have lost your faith. Many of you have lost your hope. And many of you are already divided.
You know, Ben, it's important for the people. What is their response? How do we respond to all of this? Well, I believe God has been speaking to us over and over again. Seek me. Keep your eyes on the Lord.
It wasn't
Stop
too
looking
long
at
ago.
Biden or Trump.
It wasn't too long ago, guys. Let me just tell you this. This is the truth. It wasn't too long ago. I believe it was about a month ago. It was at 3 o'clock in the morning Pacific time, 6 in the morning from Kevin. We got into a chat room and then we start talking over the voice. And all of a sudden she goes, Ben, something terrible is about to happen. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I said, yes, we both feel the same way.
Oh, it was scary.
And I was scary because I didn't know what it was. That was a month ago. Now we are seeing what we're seeing.
Yep. Yep.
The church is dividing.
But we can respond, Ben. We need to humble ourselves and pray. We need to seek the face of God. Can we turn this around? I don't know. But I'll tell you, by just watching, it ain't going to turn around. We need to seek the face of God. We need to bring forth unity. We need to stand together. We need to press. We need to pray for the Catholic Church. Yep. Protestants need to start praying for the Catholic Church. We need to pray for all that God has spoken. We need to ask
this
God. This
prophet says something very interesting. You know, he's from Africa. I don't know what country he's from, but this prophet said that the Christianity started in Israel, right? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Then he moved to Rome and it became a religion. Mm-hmm. Then he moved to America and it became business.
Yes, exactly.
You see that? Yep. That's the problem with the Protestants within the United States and the majority of countries around the world. It has made a business out of it.
Yep.
And then he said, and he moved to Africa and it became spiritual. Mm-hmm. Yes, that's true.
Yep.
That is true.
Yep.
Now, many Protestants, the big majority of Protestants, just like my brother, because my brother is a pastor, he's a Protestant pastor. He said, Ben, Christianity is not a religion, it's a relationship. It just happened that guy and this Protestant and this prophet don't know the meaning of the word religion. The word religion means relationship, whether you like it or not. Mm-hmm. Now you may say, no, it doesn't mean that. It means an organization. Okay, let me get this right. You don't agree that the Church of God is organized, so it means that you like the Church of God to be disorganized, isn't it?
That's good.
That's what you mean. And I said it to him, to my brother. I said, okay, so that's what you don't like. You don't like the Church of God to be having an organization, but you love the thought that the Church of God is being disorganized.
Do whatever you want.
That's exactly what's happening right now.
Yep.
We are disorganized. Many people are preaching different gospels.
Yes, they are.
Different interpretation of the Bible.
Yeah.
Different beliefs.
Yeah.
That's the reason I have criticized it, not because I hate you guys. I criticize it because my point is to wake you up.
You see the weakness.
That's the weakness, and that's how the devil's gonna get you.
Yep, I see the weakness too. It's sad.
See, that's how they're gonna get you.
Great people, but weak.
I don't doubt about that you don't love the Lord. I have never doubted that any of my ministers, my pastors, and my apostles, and my prophets do not love the Lord. Never. I doubt your dogma. I doubt your teaching. I have the right to doubt. And it shows what you guys doing right now. Take a look what you're doing. You're dividing. You're hating. Stop it. We want to save our country. God is in control. Don't fall for chaos and panic. Don't fall for chaos and panic. Don't fall for chaos and panic. I've been saying it for more than 5 years. And now everybody's falling for chaos and panic. It's incredible, people.
Often God will reveal things, like I'm thinking of Pastor Dana's dreams.
Yeah.
Can it be turned around? Does it mean this has to happen? This is what we're moving towards, people. But, sometimes God shows us something and it gives us an opportunity to change, even in our own life.
Yep.
If you go down this path, there will be destruction and this is going to happen and blah, blah, blah. And then you have a choice to shift yourself. You have a choice to whatever God is asking to do. It happens. If you see it in the Bible, it's all over the Bible.
Yeah.
The way God works and deals with human people.
Yeah.
Guys, you going to play this a little bit?
I respect, excuse me?
Are you going to play this gentleman a little bit?
No, we just talk about it, the whole thing,
Okay.
It's basically we're briefing right now. We're giving, like I said, I'm going to leave a link underneath the description box in YouTube. I want you to please click on the link, and I want you to listen to the prophet. Listen to this man. Mm-hmm. It's good that we have an open mind, and we can disagree. Mm-hmm. We can have different versions of the prophetic word, and that's totally fine because it's a mystery.
And we're weighing it. We're weighing it, Ben. We're not saying this.
See, what I know. Let me tell you what I know. Let me just tell you what I know that everybody knows who've been following me for more than 5 years. I have been criticized, mockery, attack for my trolls and my enemies. When I said the Lord, that God has told me, Benny, I'm going to shock you and I'm going to shock all your jets, all your people who listen to you. He's been telling me this since 5 years ago. He's going to shock us. That we are not going to understand how this happened. Haven't I?
Could that be the why now?
That could be actually the why now. You see?
Yeah.
That's what I'm telling you. Your faith is testing, and whether you are staying on the ground and staying on faith in the Lord and His plan, in His divine plan, and His divine agenda, you will pass the test. I guarantee you.
Exactly. Keep your eyes on
You will
Him.
pass the
Follow
test.
God.
I don't doubt that the spirit of Trump will prevail on the next administration, whether it's physical or non-physical. I don't doubt. Would I be upset? Oh, yes. I'm a human being. I'm planning to move out of the country. And I'm not saying like the rest of the readers. I actually going to do that. Okay? And the problem is that I have, and I don't want to offend my brothers and followers in Canada. It's not my intention.
Oh no, don't say it.
The only country I can move out with my mother, because my sister is over there, is Canada. And just the thought that I need to go back to Canada, it really bugged me a lot because I hate the weather. I don't hate the people. I don't hate the land. The land is beautiful, everything. But unfortunately, the weather is terrible. It's terrible. So that's
Ben,
what it bugs me.
You have to learn to enjoy the snow.
God, don't even go there. Don't even go there, okay? I remember one time, it was December the 24th. Listen to this. I was so happy because that year, snow was all around our home. I said, my goodness, I'm going to revive and I'm going to drink, having a white Christmas. I opened the door and all my face, part of my chest, and even underneath, if you know what I mean, I got first degree burn. I'm not joking.
Oh my God.
They have to take me to the hospital.
40 below?
Yes. They had to take me to the hospital. I got first degree burns. I'm not joking.
Gosh.
I'm not joking.
I believe it.
Ever since then, I hate Canada. I'm sorry. I hate because it just ruined my Christmas. You know, and this idiot never told me, don't open the door. You know? And I was like, oh, happy, oh my goodness, Christmas here. And open the door and blam.
I shouldn't laugh.
Hey, but nobody told me.
You have rules. Rules of engagement for the winter.
We got rules of engagement. Nobody told me, don't open the damn door.
Wait till you open the door and you can't even see out. There's so much snow. It blocks the whole doorway.
So anyway, guys, the purpose of my show is to continue what I talked about it last time. I got a good feedback, but I got a terrible feedback too. For those terrible people who do not understand and always attack me that I contradict myself, one more time. Do I believe that the RB can happen at any time? Yes, it can happen at any time. And why? Because there's a little scripture in the Bible that says, why? Why now? That's why I believe it can happen anytime. Second, because the Lord said, I'm going to shock you and I'm going to shock everybody. Did I make myself clear?
Yeah.
So I'm not contradicting myself, trolls and retards. I have never contradict myself.
But we don't know when, Ben.
Okay?
Right?
We don't know where's the mystery surrender will come from. I have come out with many surrenderings.
Yeah, many options.
Many surrenderings. Trying to find out the mystery. But if you don't understand that in my poor English, that's your problem, not mine. Okay? That's your problem, not mine. I've been known all over the world that I'm bold. The reason why I'm so popular is not because I predict things and it happen. The reason why I'm bold and very famous around the world is because when I say something, and if it doesn't happen, you have the right to tell me, you told us this, it didn't happen. And so far, nobody has come out and tell me this. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. When I do my special reports, which by the way is gonna be by the 17th, because I have intel. Let me just tell you this. I have tremendous intel, people, tremendous. But I cannot release it until the 16th. I cannot release it until the 16th. I cannot even tell you what's going to happen. I cannot even give you hints. I just cannot give you nothing. Even Karen said, can you share it with me? Nobody's listening. I said, no.
Don't tell them the truth.
Well, can you tell me? Come on, I'm your best friend, Benny. I'm your best friend. Can you tell me nobody's listening? Oh, yes, they are listening. They are listening.
Yeah,
and even if they were not listening, I cannot tell you. And why? Because they know me. I'm loyal.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm loyal. I'm sorry. A lot of people have accused me not to be a friend. I have proved them wrong all the time. Because I have ethics. I'm loyal. When I tell you I'm going to be there with you until the end, I'm telling you I'm going to be with you until the end, even though you're an asshole, or you can be a terrible bitch, and you have done a lot of problems to me, and you have brought a lot of shit to me, I'm going to stick with you until the end. That's the way I am. I'm loyal. I'm not perfect. I'm an asshole. I wear it as a badge. Didn't I say that?
Yeah.
I wear it as a badge. When I used to be a banker, They told me I was the biggest asshole in the banking industry. Yes, I had a badge created by me. And it says, Benny, the biggest asshole. And I wear it as a badge. And everybody look at it. Everybody laugh at it. But everybody understood why I was so proud of it. Why? Because I was making it millions.
Yeah, exactly.
I was making my boss millionaire. They would kiss my ass every single day. If I want somebody to get fired, I'll just have to say, I don't like that guy, and he will be fired. Mm-hmm. Just like that. I had so much power, guys. It was ridiculous. And I was not even the CEO. I was not even the CEO, people.
No,
but that's the way it was.
So you stay.
You know? Mm-hmm. If I did not like somebody, all you have to tell to my boss, you know what, man? I don't think that guy has what it takes to be a banker. He will be gone the next 5 minutes. Like that. That's how it was. I was the biggest asshole. And then I became what I am right now. A people that tells you what this corrupt financial system is all about, the corruption in the banker industry, mm-hmm. and who owns the RB. Who owns the RB? The bankers. We own the RB, not the gurus, not the family dragon, not the Illuminati. Well, the Illuminati is the bankers, but not anybody else. We own the RB. The new elites are bankers too.
Yeah.
That's what we call elites. Okay? So you can take my word, or you can go back and drink with fairy tales and talk about the Nesara Quesara bullshit and all the rest. Mm-hmm. You're free. I'm not your daddy. Knock yourself out. But when I tell you something's going to happen, and if it doesn't happen, you have the right to tell me you are a liar, Benny. You are a liar. You told us this is going to happen. It didn't happen. You have the right to call me a liar. If I tell you something, it didn't happen, you have the right to call me a liar. Who's going to tell you this? A guru? No. A guru will lie to you every single day, and nobody tells them shit. Nobody tells them, hey, man, didn't you just told us in 2 days we're going to exchange, man? What happened? Nobody.
Well, they're afraid to, Ben, because they're afraid they're not going to get the 800
Because
number.
they hate the fact that I'm telling the truth. They hate the fact, while all the gurus, TNT, Tony, Bruce, every single retard out there are lying. I keep telling you that's a lie. You're not going to exchange. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now, tell me who's telling you the truth based on facts. Tell me one guru who has been telling you the process. I just told you what the process last time. Mm-hmm. Right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Get rid of what? Get rid of manipulations of currencies. Did your guru tell you that? No. Mm. Your guru told you, oh, we've been told that the 800 number will be ready, and they continue doing the same bullshit. They've been doing it for more than 13 years.
It's crazy.
And people do not stop listening to them. And most of you believe, wait a minute, if this is happening, no wonder why Joe Biden was chosen. Mm-hmm. No, mm-hmm. Joe Biden was not chosen by the people. That's a lie. That's what I call that woman a false prophet. Because the devil, when he speaks in spirit, tells you the truth, but also makes lies. That's how the devil speaks. You do not recognize a false prophet because you don't have the discernment that I have. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I have the discernment because I was trained since I was little to determine who is a false prophet and who is not. So when somebody mix the truth with a lie, he is a false prophet. No, Joe Biden was not chosen by the people. Joe Biden was chosen by who? The corporations. If you watch my live video feed of Donald Trump's last speech talking about the vaccine that they released, they said that they found out that many of the big corporations got together and they said that they will do whatever they take to take Donald Trump out of the presidency. Yes, people. That's the deep state. The Illuminati, the cabal, the people who has all the money. The power behind the power.
Amen.
No. If they tell you no, sin loves lies. Sin loves sins. No, people. That's telling you like that people have chosen sins. No, people, no. This was a rigged elections. If it was a rigged election, it was not legal. It was not truth. It was a stolen election, whether you like it or not. That's why I call these two women false prophets. And I'm not going to return back. Many of you are asking me, who are they? I'm not going to tell you. You're going to have to find out for yourself. Because I'm not going to contradict my Lord. My Lord told me, do not attack them, but you can refer to them. And that's exactly what I'm doing. Because the Lord wants you to understand the real spirit of the truth. The truth is God. The lie is the devil. God of the lies is the devil. When this prophet come out with this prophecy and they laugh and they make a mockery, that's a devil. You don't see it because you don't have the discernment. I see it. I can feel it. That's the devil. I listen to Charlie Shamp. I listen to Hank Kuhneman. I listen to Mark Taylor. And I used to listen to King Clement. 4 prophets that I respect. Because these people have taught me that they're real men of God. They don't go and tell you, oh, you're going to have a second term, all this, and guess what? God just changed his mind and start laughing and start going up. He's going to be the president. No. The God can change his mind? Yes, he can change his mind. It's in the Bible. Depending if the nation surrender.
Yes.
And he will heal our land. He does not contradict himself. What he wants us to be is to love each other.
Yep.
Is to be in agreement.
Yep.
Okay? Look.
Let God be God, right? Ben?
Let God be God, people. Be humble.
Yep.
Just be humble, people. And start complaining. Stop doubting that he's not going to be our president. Look, whether he's our president physically or our president spiritually, I'm going to tell you what the Lord told me and the Lord told Hank Kuhneman.
Okay.
The Lord said, game over. God wins. Thank you so much for your attention. God bless you and God bless everybody. Thank you, Karen.
God bless you too, Ben.
Thank you, Chella, for your wonderful news.
Yes, that was
Don't
good.
fall for chaos and panic. We are going to, in detail, and we're going to come back with another show. We're going to be follow this climax. And by the way, before I go and before I forget, let me tell you something that the Lord told me. I almost forgot.
Me too.
The Lord said that the beginning of the pause was the coronavirus. Okay? As a matter of fact, I did a show called The Pause because the Lord said the pause is about to happen. We didn't have the coronavirus. A month after I did that show, the coronavirus came out. So my show came out on February. The coronavirus started in March. Okay?
Mm-hmm. We would have
So
never
that was
guessed
the
it,
pause. Why is a pause? The whole world is a pause. They're not acting.
Yep.
They're
Everything's on hold.
not. The economies are not functioning. Right?
Yep.
That's what it's a pause.
Everything's on hold, Ben.
Now let's talk about the climax. The Lord told me that we're going to be with the climax. We're gonna get close to the climax. And then he goes, the climax started, and I did a show called The Climax, didn't I?
Yes, you did. Yep, I remember.
And 3 weeks after I did that show called The Climax, the elections campaign. Now the Lord said this. Pay attention, guys. We are in the middle of the climax. We are right now about to end the pause.
Mm-hmm.
Why the pause? Is the coronavirus. Today, President Donald Trump released and made it official that they're going to release the vaccine. Yes or no?
Yes, he did.
It
They figured
means
December,
that
right?
by December, we're going to end up the crisis, the virus, and the economy will start opening.
Mm-hmm.
It means that the Lord told me that once the virus is over, the RB will come out.
Mm-hmm.
But what happened with the climax? The Lord said, we are now in the middle of the climax. There are two things different.
Mm-hmm.
The pause and the climax. Okay?
Yep.
The pause and the climax. And the climax is exactly what's happening right now with the Supreme Court.
Yes.
And why? Because we are about to end the pause. Because everybody's pausing. Because everybody's expecting the Supreme Court to deliver. Yes or no?
Yes, Ben.
See that? That's how the Lord speaks to me. Mm-hmm. You can disagree with me if you want to, because I'm not your daddy.
He's guiding, Ben.
He's guiding us.
Yep.
I have guided you guys for many things. I even have warned you many things before it happens. And when it happens, you go, wait a minute, you told us this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay? And the Lord is been taking care of us. The Lord has not abandoned us, guys.
Exactly.
He has never abandoned us. We can abandon him, but he will never abandon us.
He's guiding us through, and that's
He's guiding us through. If he wouldn't be guiding us through, why would he be doing these things to me and all the sudden things happening? I'm not a prophet. I'm just a vessel.
Yeah, he's speeding things up, and he said he was going to pick up the pace.
Yes.
You need to go back to sleep, Ben, and get some more information.
Yep. That's what I'm going to do. You know, I told you about that the Lord gave me the last dream that I had. I dreamed that I was inside a wheel of a truck, huge wheel of a truck, and I was getting desperate because I wanted to get out. And I said, "What does this mean, Lord?" And he said, "Because I'm in control."
Yeah.
The wheel is a symbol of control. You go for one side, you go for one way. It's control. It's your destiny.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
See that? It's a destiny. Mm-hmm. That's the truck. You're going for one way. You're going your way. That's your destiny. Mm-hmm. It means that the Lord is under control, and that's exactly what the Lord told me today.
He's got the steering wheel, Ben.
He got the steering wheel. He's under control. And now he told me the same thing. He confirmed it.
Yep.
He confirmed it. I'm on control. Yep. Hear me today. Hear me tonight. It was today, but it was tonight what that King Clement. Yes, let me tell you how he told me this.
Okay.
He showed me King Clement saying it.
Oh.
He showed me King Clement say, hear me today. Hear me tonight. I got everything under control. The Lord showed me King Clement saying it.
We need to focus on God, Ben. I'm telling you.
You
I'm gonna
know,
say it
and
again.
that's the reason what I'm
Let
telling you
God
guys.
be God.
Stop falling for chaos and panic. God has everything under control. Don't even doubt it. Don't even doubt it. You don't know what I'm seeing, guys. When things seems at the worst, that's what I've been talking about. This is where it's gonna get even worse.
Yep. Yep.
Okay? Even worse, people. And I'm sorry
when you're
I'm
on a
taking too
roller
much
coaster,
time.
Ben,
I'm sorry
you're
that
on
I'm
the
taking
track,
too much
you
time.
can't shift off, right?
Yes. I'm sorry that I'm taking too much time. And I'm sorry that I did not provide you with more intel. But that, like I said, they told me not to say anything until the 16th. Okay? I can only provide you with divine intel. And I'm sorry if I offended you in any way. My intentions were not to offend you. My intention is just to wake you up. Wake up, church. Wake up. Just like the prophet, urban angel said. Wake up, church. Will you wake up? Once again, thank you so much for your attention. God bless each and every one of you. And please, if you want to join me with Atlas, I would really appreciate if you join us under these two links that I'm showing you right now. Recurring or Chella, it doesn't matter who it is. As long as you sign up, and if you sign up, please make sure to let me know that you are inside, and I personally will take care of you. Okay, guys? Mm-hmm. All right, then. Thank you so much for your attention. God bless each and every one of you one more time, because I need to make sure that you know that God loves you. God loves everybody. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let's be in agreement.
Let him guide us through the storm.
Let God be God. At the end, game is over. God wins.